Hey everyone, thanks for joining. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create a Power Automate job that is based on recurrence. I don't think we've had an opportunity to create one of those. So I think this will be a little bit of fun. So first and foremost, I want to show you in our database, we have an advanced find that I've run on the accounts that we have based on sample data from Microsoft. We have our annual revenue column here, and you can see that we have a variety of data for annual revenue on account level. And so we've got different values. And so what we're going to do is create a Power Automate job that looks at that column in the table. And based on the daily value of that, then we're going to create like an activity. Okay. And that's it. So let's go ahead and get to it. We're going to go to Cloudflow, and we're actually going to click on this scheduled option. We don't have to, right? We know that if we're experts, we can just create this recurrence input or trigger automatically ourselves. But let's just leverage the little template functionality that Microsoft has given us. Why not? So we'll call it update accounts with revenue higher than, how about $100,000? And then it'll start working today, and it can start working at you can say 6:30 a.m. I don't know if I can work that fast, but I can try. All right, so you see our recurrent step runs every day. New step, we're going to list rows, list accounts that meet the criteria. So from the accounts table, and then here we're going to do an OData filter. And it's going to be annual revenue is greater than 100,000. And then if that's the case, then we'll add a new row. We'll just create a phone call. I don't think I'm going to make it in time. Wouldn't it be impressive if I did? Maybe. No, not really. It's not that impressive, actually. It's fine. We'll just call this manually. Test phone call. See, what's going to hold me up here is the fact that I have to do regarding accounts, pass in the GUID, I have to do the activity call from, and that's going to be from my system user. So system user stable. Oops, sorry about this, my alarm. I have a slew of alarms from 5:30 a.m. to, yeah, I wake up really early. I think you guys know that. System users, and then I'll just go ahead and grab my GUID real quick. Oh, stop it. There's my GUID. Oh, silly Alex. All right. So there's my GUID. So it's a call from me to, you guessed it, to the account, I guess. Yeah, that can happen. I could call the company, right? Not usually, right? Not usually. You call people, but let's just assume that's what we're doing here. Probably should have created a task or something like that, or an appointment. But whatevs. All right. And then here, what I want to do is pull from the accounts table because the call to parameter is going to be set to account. So I'm going to pass in the account unique identifier. Then I'm going to go ahead and close this out. I'm going to save because this every time, well, not always, but you got to be careful with this. You'll think you saved this and you did the syntax properly, but it actually didn't really save properly. And then you run this and it fails. It fails hard on you. Now let's look at some of these other fields. Let's set the due date to um, UTC. Actually, let's do a intermediary step here. Time, current time, and then we'll do a convert time operation for time zone. The time to convert will be our current time. Source time zone is likely to be UTC, just standard UTC. And the destination time zone is what we want is Central Time. That's where I am. And the string that I want is just standard. I'll use. We'll just use the. I think I'll use. I'll just use the. I'm trying to think of what's going to be most acceptable. I'm going to use the universal. Yeah. Yep, I'll use this. CRM will like this. Okay. After I do that, what I'm going to do is inside our for each, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the due date to an expression and I'm going to add days to this. So I'm going to say, let's just say follow up in 7 days or something like that. So, and obviously this is just a random use case. Obviously this runs every day. We don't really actually want to create this every single day, create an activity for phone calls, because that's not sustainable. I'm just giving you an example of a recurring job. Okay. So what you would do here is you're going to use the add days function. You're going to pass in your timestamp here of your converted time. And then it expects how many days do you want to add. I'll just add, I'm going to add 5 business days actually. And then the format is optional. And I'm happy because my converted time zone already has a format, if you recall. So I'm just going to pass this in. So it's due then. And then the duration of time for the phone call is 30 minutes. That's fine. It's more than enough. I'm automatically going to be the owner. And then the phone number can be the phone number of the account. So let's pass that. Main phone, I think it is, if it's there. And then priority can be normal. And I think that looks good. Oh, direction. If you set yes, it's outgoing. And then description, this customer, this account has revenue exceeding 100. Actually, no. How about this? This account's revenue exceeds 100K and is, and then we'll add revenue. In that schema, okay, the field actually is the, you know how we did our filter criteria? Did you catch that? That field is actually, although it's called annual revenue, the field schema name is revenue. So glad I caught that. So we're only grabbing these rows, revenue greater than 100,000. Okay. So what we're doing here is just in the description of the body, we're gonna say this account's revenue exceeds 100K and is blah blah blah, whatever that revenue value is, and we'll actually pop in a dollar symbol here. We'll take a look and see what that phone call activity is. It'll be associated to the account, so it should be on the timeline. That looks pretty good. Actual end, actual start. No, I don't want to do anything with that. Oh, scheduled end, scheduled start. Let me look at that for a second. Let me make sure I didn't miss something here. There's due, which is scheduled start. Where is the end? Oh no, here's the start. So this would be the same expression right here. So we can take this expression here and just copy it and paste it here. No, not like in that way though. Silly. All right, so start date, that's the equivalent of scheduled start, or yeah, scheduled start. And this one right here is considered scheduled end. Let me just make sure that I have everything all set. Yep, that looks good. I feel like that looks really good. So now we'll be able to test it out. And you know, one thing we can do is it's 6:38. No, it's in 15-minute increments. So I think I won't be able to. I don't even know if it's in 15-minute increments. Let me see here. I wonder if we could get away with this right here. You see this timestamp here? It's actually really weird that it's like this. Give me a second. Yeah, that's one of the things about the time zone. Did you notice that? It's way off. Now it is, 24-hour clock. So if I set this value to 0640, just in time, maybe. Would it work? I don't know. Let's try. I just did it. So we'll find out. I wonder if it'll run right now. Son of a gun. Let's take a look. I don't think I made it in time, but let's take a look. The other question is, did it actually save my the key parts of the things I'm doing here? So like, for example, one of the things that I did here was, let's see, I passed this. Okay, that looks clean. And then I passed in this, and I passed in. Okay, yeah, no, this is all good. It saved well, but it doesn't appear to have run. So let's see if we can get it to. We want to. We really do. I really do want to show you it running on its own. So let me see if I can, and see if I can trick it. Yeah, I can do this. 6:42 every day. So let's try it. It's 6:41 my time right now. So let's see what happens. It'd be cool if it'll run. And then what we'll do is we'll go back to the accounts list and we can open up a couple accounts and see if they have the activities. Oh, it's running. Let's hope it doesn't fail. Oh, it succeeded. Okay. So first and foremost, let's open it up and see what it actually did, right? So it on the outputs, the raw outputs, we have okay, yeah, we have a lot of JSONs. You see? One, two, three, four. Yeah, okay, that looks cool. Current time. Mm-hmm. This, by the way, is you can see it's in UTC format, and I expected this to happen, meaning it's 6 hours ahead of me. And then what happened when I converted it? It went into my time, which is exactly what I wanted. And then it processed 5 rows that were above 100,000 in revenue. It looks like. Let's just look at one, for example. Let's just do like a control F in here. Revenue. Yeah, look, this account's revenue exceeds 100K and it is 800, actually 8 million, it looks like. Yeah. So as we scroll through these, yeah, look at this 300K, 6,800,000, 4,830,000. The crazy record, A Datum Corporation, 35 million or something like that. Okay, so now let's go into Power Apps and see if our activity is actually bound properly. Yeah, look at this. Here's A Datum, and you've got this activity record. Let's open it up. So it's on the timeline. You can see the call is from my system user that I hard coded in, right? Call to A Datum Corporation. The phone number actually came in from the account record. The direction is outgoing from me. This account's revenue exceeds 100K and is 35 million. And regarding the account, that's important for the relationship. And then the duration is 30 minutes. Priority is normal. It's due in 5 business days. Actually, it's technically due in 5 days, right? I didn't specify any kind of logic, which I can I'm going to show in another video sometime, where you can actually parse through the concept of business days versus weekends and stuff like that, and holidays. That's actually it's not fun, but it's doable, by the way, and you're going to run into it, and you're going to need to do it for your clients. So you can do it in Power Automate. But I'm the owner automatically because I executed the job. So there you have it. Thank you so much for watching. So that happened for all 5 of our accounts, and it was a recurring job.